All right, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. My name is Chris Baroni. I am the CEO and chairman of the litigation committee for the Lakeland Arrow Country Club and Homeowners Association. And today is February 13th, 2020. Just wanted to give you guys kind of an update on a few things with regards to the club and the HOA. As many of you know and have received information regarding our general election, not to be confused with any other type of recall or election. This is our mandatory yearly election that will be had on May 7th, but if you want to run, you are encouraged to turn in a information sheet regarding your desire to run. If you don't have it and you want to run or you want more information, feel free to reach out to me. You can also contact the election experts. Either one of us will help you out. I will only go so far, obviously, in the beginning. You guys can send me over that info. I ask that if you do it electronically, that's to cover you and me. So that way we have record of it, and there's a, kind of a fingerprint of when it happened and who it went to. So please, if you do want to do that, you can send it to me. You can even send it to them. But after that, they're going to then take everything over from the election side and handle it properly, not like you saw, most recently, unfortunately. But that being said, if you do have questions or whatnot, feel free to reach out. The other thing I wanted to kind of bring to your attention was our golf course. We've gotten a lot of compliments, a lot of new customers, a lot of very happy customers. And yesterday I actually had an opportunity to speak to a couple of them, and they work down in Ventura but live in Encino, and a good couple, and they were really happy. They've been coming back. They started probably a month ago, and I think they've been there at least twice, and really enjoy the course. It's tough and it looks great. It's just a above and beyond where my expectation of it would have been a year ago, and so I'm really happy about that. The other two items, not so great. Obviously, we have imposters, and the imposters have managed in a small period of time to get rid of the Malibu Canyon Aquatics and Match Tough Tennis Academy, all after they began impostoring. And unfortunately, that represents, probably close to a $6,000 to $7,000 a month loss when I average it out over the course of a year, because there was also, especially with the pool company, them helping with some of the equipment and cleaning and stuff like that. So it's unfortunate, but again, this is in part a result of what impostoring does, and that uncertainty leads to people eventually moving on, and that's kind of what happened. If that wasn't bad enough, there was a report filed, I think, 2 nights ago of a robbery at the clubhouse. Allegedly, well, not allegedly, Shelby Wagner came into the club. I actually have video pictures of it, and told our employee that she was sorry, but she had to do this. And she went into the cash drawer, took out, I think, $100, had her kid videotape it, and walked out. We have notified the Lost Hill Sheriff Department. They are aware of it, and apparently they're investigating it. So we'll kind of see how that ends there. But anything less than an arrest of Miss Wagner would be definitely a bad thing for them, being the Sheriff's Department, and we would then be seeking a remedy on our own. The reason being is there was a restraining order, and is a restraining order on Shelby, and to be at our club, and also to an additionally protected person who was an employee working at the register at that time, who wisely backed away and let her do her thing before she got violent. And that is not acceptable, and I am certain that the Sheriff's Department, Lost Hills Malibu, will be doing the right thing. On that note, they thought, and they were doing the right thing yesterday by arresting me. Yes, they actually arrested me, and then took me to the jail in Lost Hills, Malibu, and I was processed out a few hours later, but not without a very spirited conversation, very respectful too, by the way. So don't confuse it. I'll just simply leave it at that. And that being said, there was no $5,000 bail amount that was posted on my behalf. I know that there was somebody, or I don't know who it was, but anyway, that had mentioned that. So no, it was a kind of a sight, and I was let go pretty quickly. The key component in that is the lack of consistency with regards to the Lost Hills Sheriff's Station. Both of the officers citing and arresting were Parks and Metcalf. The only thing I will say there with regards to deputies Parks and Metcalf is they definitely did wrong, and they'll be hearing more, as will the station, from me on with regards to that. To be clear, I'm not painting the other 20 deputies who've come to that club probably 30 times in the last couple weeks because Michael Allen and whomever else have been calling them. Those guys were much better than the people that were there that were trying to help out the other side, being GPL. So that inconsistency is clearly what led to my arrest and release, within a couple hours. And definitely is going to be an issue moving forward with that station, who has had a myriad of problems too. And not only just with myself. So again, not painting with a broad brush, but I will say that there will be at least a from my perspective, and I'm just letting you guys know, there'll be more on that coming up. Certainly have some issues there, and we all should. We all have rights, and we all have a reason to do what we do. And when we're told certain things and we abide by them, and then when told to do those things, they don't live up by their own premise, that becomes an issue. And it's confusing, quite frankly. So there'll be more on that, but it's not the primary right now. The primary is really working on the continued cases that we have, with mainly the GPL and Rappaport case. Apparently, Zach Levine has tried to, dismiss our cross-complaint against Rappaport, which would be very interesting, outside of the fact that he would have needed 3 directors to do so, or potentially be in malpractice. Seems a little bit odd, to be honest with you, but there will be obviously a answer for that. So just so you guys know, the cross-complaint is simply when the lawsuit was frivolously and maliciously filed against us, and not by the people who were really on it, apparently. And notice how they won't deny it either. What had happened is we then filed a cross-complaint because we knew it was bullshit from the beginning. So Zach's trying to remove that cross-complaint. The problem with that is that's where we'd get our money back from the attorneys, and that's also where we would be seeking damages for what happened there. And we will be doing that. So pretty interesting that would be the case. Obviously, the imposters couldn't be involved in that, right? I don't know for certain, but that would be epically stupid. So I'm not going to give anybody the benefit of the doubt on that side, but I just want to say that would be a hard one to believe. So my guess is that kind of falls in line with what I'd been saying, which was when Levine got caught working with the plaintiffs in our case, as did the other Levine, it became clear that there's that money talks and bullshit walks. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. There is a hearing on the 19th regarding the imposters. I anticipate it to be a pretty sound defeat for them. And we'll kind of see how it goes. That and one other thing that I had for you guys, and I'm trying to look here. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So if you guys have any questions or any concerns, feel free to reach out and let me know. Just real quick on the arrest yesterday was obviously a misdemeanor, and we'll be looking to get that dismissed. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, can't speak too much on it, but there will be a vigorous response from myself and an attorney regarding that. So that's it, you guys. Really appreciate the support, all you guys reaching out, and some of the funny jokes you guys had to send to me on my text message that, yes, I did get. And yes, a lot of you are really funny. So thank you so much, and I wish you nothing but the best and look forward to seeing you out there. Bye-bye.